Well, it's time to be planting all of those cool season crops such as broccoli, cauliflower, onions, and potatoes. And especially if you're in the south part of the state, you really need to get them in as soon as possible. Now, if you're in the northern part of the state, you've got until about the middle of March to go ahead and get those in. And today, we're going to be planting onions here at the studio gardens. Now, onions can be planted basically 3 different ways. You can use seed, or you can use transplants or sets. And today we're going to be using transplants and sets because that's the usual way that most gardeners plant their onions. And here I've got a few transplants and also some sets. Now, transplants basically come in little bundles. They look like little bundles of green onions, and that's pretty much what they are. They've just been harvested immature, and they've got a nice root system on them. And you just want to inspect those and make sure that you don't have any disease problems on them. Now, with the onion sets, they're basically small onions that were allowed to mature smaller the year before. And you'll see here, it just looks like a tiny little onion, and you can plant these in. Now, when you're choosing onion sets, bigger is not always better. You basically want to have a set that is smaller than about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. And the reason for this is that your larger onion sets will actually bolt on you sometimes. Bolting basically means setting seeds, and that can affect the bulbing of the onion. So you want to go through and actually pick some of the smaller sets. And that's kind of contrary to what we usually think. We usually think, oh, the biggest ones, they'll do the best. But you really want to pick those smaller onion sets to plant. Now, when you go to plant onions, you want to put them in a sunny spot, and they like a pH of about 6 to 6.8. They're also moderate to heavy feeders. They like 145 pounds of nitrogen, 25 pounds of phosphorus, and 155 pounds of potassium per acre. Now, that doesn't mean that you automatically put a lot of nitrogen fertilizer on. Get a soil test first and then make up the difference, because you might have a garden plot that already has a lot of those nutrients in it. They also like to have a soil that is very well tilled and nice crumbly soil. And onions actually like to be kept moist but not waterlogged. So you need to have an area that's got very good drainage. So if you've got a soil that's very well amended with organic matter and drains well, that's a very good place to plant your onions. Also, if you want to make some raised beds, that will help with the drainage problem too. Now, when we plant our sets, which that's what I'm going to start out with, you want to put them in just below the soil surface and just place them in there and plant them about 4 inches apart. So we'll just come along here, and again, I'm using some of my smaller sets here, placing them just below the soil surface so that they won't rot on us. And they're in the row about 4 inches apart. Now, distance between the rows here is anywhere from 1 to 1.5 inches. Then what I'll do is just come back and cover these just barely. I don't want to have them in there too awfully deep. And then if it's not going to rain soon, we'll want to come in and water these in. Now, I'll finish planting this row later, but I wanted to show you how your transplants differ. We'll need to let that soak in and then probably water again. Now, onions actually like to have about 1 inch of precipitation a week, and that is until they start to ripen on you. So if it doesn't rain 1 inch a week, you'll need to add water so that you've got 1 inch a week. Now, with our transplants, we want to come in, and again, we actually want to plant them about 4 inches apart, but instead of just putting them at the soil surface, what we're going to want to do is plant them so that they are between 1 and 1.5 inches deep in the soil. So I'll just actually come and plant those in. So they're going to be planting a little bit deeper, and usually you can tell on the onion where that is. Again, I'll want to water these in, and I'm just going to eye my 4 inches here for that, and make sure those are in there well.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.